Hey, Bob. Just could you break it down for us? What did what was Iowa State able to do, especially late in the first half, that was so effective against you guys?
We turned them loose. Fast break points, 15-4. We turned them loose. You know, they're good. They've got a bunch of guys can handle the ball, a bunch of guys can shoot the ball. And without, I think everybody says it's hard to play against us, with 1 day's prep, but I think it's really hard to play against them with 1 day prep as well, because they shoot the ball so well, they spread you out so much. We kind of got, then we missed some shots, and you can't go 8 for 17 from the foul line to beat a good team. That kind of started, it kind of snowballed.
Okay, again, a follow-up question.
You ready to see some other teams?
Well, I think he's said it best. I'm kind of ready to get in the gym and try to fix some things. We have gotten to the point 2010, all we talked about was do what you do. Just do what you do. You don't need to do any more. You don't need to do it, but don't do any less. But do what you do. Do what you're good at doing. And we had a bunch of guys that bought into doing what they do. And we were like that for a while, Now, then it kind of gets, it creeps into where guys who can't dribble want to dribble, and guys who can't shoot want to shoot. Got guys that really ought to be playing off the ball and cutting and doing those things that they're really good at doing, get their shoulders turned where they can score the ball. They just constantly want to do the things that they can't do. And then that's, then we turn it over 13 times. With 10 times the first half. I mean, you asked me before what happened. We turned it over 10 times in the first half. That's what happened. And then you turn it over and you look at the categories that generally we're very good at. They got 14 second chance points, start 10. It's usually that's usually in our favor by a bunch. Points off turnovers, they got 15. We got 15. They got 14. We hang our hat on turning people over and rebounding the ball, and we got out rebounded. We got to get more shots. I mean, you've seen us 3 days. We don't shoot the ball very well. I mean, some of them think they do, but they really don't. And so we've got to get more shots. And you get more shots by rebounding the ball, and you get more shots by turning people over, and we didn't do either one of those.
Here on the right.
I have two, Bob. I was looking at the sheet here at Tavon got the technical. Can you get an explanation on that?
Tavon's always talking. There's a lot of things I could say about what went on out there, but I probably shouldn't. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea what happened.
When you
He said he was, he was just, he talks all the time, But let's be honest. I mean, he's played 18? He's played 21 games in this league. They don't know he talks. I mean,
5 minutes is all you need, right?
well, actually, he's played more than that because he played last year too.
So, listening to you talk, I'm curious how you feel about present versus potential, and can you get there, and how fast do you need to get there?
Well, Mike, we've got to turn people over and we've got to rebound the ball. And when we do those things, we're pretty good. But you can't, we can't follow that up by going 8 for 17 from the foul line. It's ridiculous. And we've had games where we shot in the 80s. And we're shooting, I think the last time I looked, we're shooting close to 70 for the year. We were before this tournament. game of repetition. It's a game of neuromuscular repetition is what it is. And it's when you get guys who you have to fight with every day to come in and get free throws in, get foul shots in, and stuff like that, they're not going to make them in the game either.
Do I need to
Okay,
do this?
follow up. Wait for the mic if you could.
This is probably a bad question. Do you have any feel for seed, or is it impossible to predict?
I don't know. I would think a 3 or a 4. I would think.
Any other questions now for Coach?
3 or 4, then we'll play somebody in the second round that's
I can't wait to see
somebody like maybe Cincinnati or Kentucky or something like that. And I don't know how the numbers always work out that way, but somehow they find a way for the numbers to work out where Cal and I end up in the same region all the time. I don't think they should stand both of us at the Final Four. Cal always calls me and tells me, now you know we're playing, and most of the time he's right.
You here in the front?
Bob, I think I know the answer to this. You win 2 out of 3 games here, you get to the finals, lose in what is basically a road game. A lot of teams would take away some positives, but I feel like you guys maybe didn't approach playing the level of basketball this weekend that you wanted to play, and certainly didn't get the end result that you wanted. Is that fair?
Yeah. We haven't played well all weekend or week or whatever it is, really, in all honesty. We didn't play well against Texas, we didn't play well against Kansas State, and we sure didn't play well today. That's not the way we were playing. We had a stretch where we played pretty good. Ball movement was really good. We really rebounded the ball. Pressure was so much better. But I've always thought, if you go miss 2 free throws, I just assume they punt it up in the bleachers, because it's demoralizing. You work like crazy to get to the free throw line, and then you go miss 2 of them. It's disheartening. So, but I've always felt that that's not because of today. I've always felt that way.
Anything else?